Okay, I told you guys I would show you some stuff about how communication works. So this right here, we're looking at, in this particular case, this car only has the one line on it as far as serial data to the ECM. So that's what we're looking at right now, okay? We're watching that ECM talk to everything else on that serial data line. I'm gonna grab the computer and pull up a schematic and we'll take a look at what it's talking to. Okay, I'm back. I'm just not quite ready yet, but we also have another interesting tool that works with the MDI, so I'm going to show you that as well. At any rate, I've made quite the mess out of my car here because obviously I'm in the middle of painting it. So anyway, it's always interesting. Let's see, let's go here. So we've talked about different speeds and this and that and whatever. Well, this is first year OBD2, okay? So what we're getting down to is this is the fastest thing that we had seen up to this point, right? So if that's the case, this is all new, right? So, okay, let's see. That's not what I wanted. That's power, ground, and mill. Let's take a look at the data link connector. There we go. So what we have is this, right? So we are in pin 2, right? So let me change this around here. We're in pin 2 right here on the purple wire. That's your serial data class 2, okay? Right there. So the other things that you guys can see, we have 2 grounds, pin 4 and pin 5. And pin 16 gives us power for, right here, for the scan tools, okay? And then the tan wire right here, okay, that is our serial data or UART. So that one's going to be a lot slower than what we're seeing right here. Let's see, output field service enable. Yes, so this is pin C4, connector C4, pin 20 right here at pin 6 on the data link connector. Not everything will have that. That's our output for field service enable. So if you ever have a diagnostic that asks you to put this in field service mode, what happens is the scan tool grounds that, and then as a result it goes into field service mode and enters a different set of programming as far as the what am I trying to say here? Well, it enters field service mode, so it actuates a bunch of things that aren't ordinarily actuated all at once. Okay, let's do it that way. And then it changes some of the protocol and the parameters for the operation of the computer, okay? So you can see how fast this is operating. Now, what we want to do is we want to switch to pin 9. And see what we've got on that one. Unfortunately, I'm digging around under the hood here, or under the... Okay, see, that's our battery voltage. let's see, 4 and 5 are grounds. That should be pin 6. Oh wait, that's okay. So we were looking at pin 9, I believe. Yeah, because that's 16, so that's going to be 9. So there's not. So actually, we were watching UART before, so you can see that that's fairly quick, but it's not as fast as some of the other stuff that we were watching. That's interesting. That is interesting. I wonder why nobody's chatting on the serial data. Maybe they're reserving that. It's possible they're reserving that because, as you can see in the schematic, it doesn't go anywhere but the computer. And that makes sense. That makes sense. That's what they're doing. Okay, so this right here is your serial data line in 96, okay? It doesn't go anywhere except to the ECM, but if you look at it, the UART line, which is what we've been watching, it also talks to the DLC and the EBCM or the EBTCM, depending on which one you have, whether it's a electronic brake control or traction control module. So what we're watching here is lower speed communication between the EBCM, this one doesn't have traction control, and the PCM. So they're talking to each other saying, hey, we're ready to go. Hey, guess what? We're ready to go. So that's what's going on there. So at any rate, let's see. We can change. Switch that back to 10. And then let's see. Yeah. So well, at any rate, we can change the time, but the effective time per zone, but right now I'm drawing a blank on how to do that, so that's good news. Configure shortcut key. Yeah, that's all it gives us right here. This was a great tool when it came out, and it's still a great tool, but it happens to be a little different than the rest, right? A little slower than the rest, maybe. It's a little different to use, so at any rate, but it shows us that we're talking, so I mean, that's good news. So, and we were watching our signals from the, or lack thereof, from the distributor module earlier. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and set up on another vehicle that is a little bit newer, and we actually have multiple things on the serial data line. And then what we can do is, since it's a dual trace scope, we can look at differences in how fast that communicates, because the newer one should have a UART line as well. At any rate, big fun, you know how that is. So let's see. I'll upload this and I'll be back with another video shortly. Bye.